A general marches an army, including elephants, over the Alps, appearing where Rome least expects, and nearly breaks the greatest power in the ancient world. In Carthage, a young Hannibal stands beside his father, Hamilcar Barca, and swears an oath that will define his entire life. Rome is not just an enemy, it becomes something deeper, something personal. From that moment forward, his path is set. Every decision, every campaign, every risk he takes is guided by a single, unwavering belief. Rome must be confronted, and if possible, brought down. By his mid-20s, Hannibal is no longer living in his father's shadow. He steps fully into command. In Iberia, he builds something rare, a multi-ethnic army bound not by origin, but by discipline, trust, and shared purpose. He secures resources, strengthens alliances, and sharpens his leadership. What begins as control turns into mastery, transforming him into a strategist capable of challenging Rome not just militarily, but intellectually. Then he makes a decision that defies expectation. He attacks a Roman allied city, triggering the Second Punic War, but instead of meeting Rome on familiar ground, he chooses the unthinkable path. He leads his army across the Pyrenees, through hostile lands, and over the brutal heights of the Alps. The journey costs him men, animals, and strength, but in return he gains something far more valuable: total surprise. Rome never sees him coming. Inside Italy, Hannibal begins to dismantle Roman power with precision. He doesn't just fight battles, he controls them. He studies Roman patterns, exploits their assumptions, and turns their numbers into a weakness. Each victory builds pressure, leading to a defining moment at Cannae. There, against overwhelming odds, he encircles and destroys a vastly larger army. It's not just a win, it's a masterclass in strategy that pushes Rome closer to collapse than ever before. But even at the height of his dominance, a critical limitation remains. Hannibal cannot capture Rome itself. Without reinforcements, without siege equipment, his campaign reaches its limit. Time begins to work against him. Rome adapts, regroups, and refuses to break. Instead, they shift the war to Africa, forcing a final confrontation. At Zama, the balance changes, and Hannibal is defeated. What once seemed inevitable turns into something far more fragile, a near miss that reshaped history without fully rewriting it. Hannibal didn't lose because he lacked genius. He lost because Rome refused to break.